Here goes. I've cut the tape, but I shut my eyes when I was doing it, so I literally didn't see anything. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. Oh my heavens above. I can see things in here that make me very excited, and also I can see something that makes me laugh. I'm going to start off with a laugh first, because those of you who know me know I had a piece of this in, I think it was in my first mystery box actually, and it was the piece that had the hole in it. It was the ready-made dress, and I really liked it, so I ordered myself some, and then I forgot that I'd ordered it and ordered some more, and then I made something with it. When I put it on, it itches and I can't wear it. As I said the other day, I do not believe that these boxes are made up. I genuinely think they wait to see who's ordered them and have a laugh. Because massive piece of this. That is, I can't believe it. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I'll have to laugh because 2 meters. 2 meters of scratchy fabric. Okay, now it's definitely better. There's a nice little piece of this which will make a scarf. I mean, who wouldn't want a scarf? That's the width. It's like, oh, I'm going to go in inches, sorry, it's 13 inches. I'm going in inches because I have my cutting mat facing that way up, because I manage inches better. That, I think that's cotton or polycotton, I'm never quite sure which is which. I've got some more stars. This feels different. Oh, this is the needle cord stars. That's lovely. And that's 22 inches. I'll definitely be able to make something for the little granddaughter with that. And oh, hang on, I've got more needle cord stars. That, oh, this is the small stars. So the navy one, I've got 16 inches. And again, it's big enough to make a little skirt because she is only 2. 2.5. And the red needle cord. And that one, it's about 2 foot of that. So again, that'll make something nice for a little person. I'm coughing. I have discovered I clearly have an allergy to fabric, because since I started sewing, I cough a lot. I have asthma, and the fabric fibres seem to have affected me. So this is the melons. I think that is cotton, maybe polycotton. It is lovely. I love the melons, but it's cotton, and I don't iron, as you know. That's another. That'd be a metre, I think. My son-in-law doesn't iron either, and my daughter doesn't do anything. Oh, cotton canvas buttons. I wondered what cotton canvas was, and now I know. Maybe bag, because I don't think I would wear that. But that's 2 meters, so it's a nice big piece. So yeah, I think bags. I know how to make a tote bag. I did it in my sewing class. I made a really nice one as well. The stretchy velvet in turquoise. Not a huge piece. Not quite 2 foot. But yeah, a scarf. Nice, actually, that'd be a really nice scarf, wouldn't it? I'm going to get into scarves. I don't wear scarves, but I know I have to start. Nice piece of chiffon here. It's the colours I love, and it's a good size. Yeah, that's a metre. Laura would do something fab with that, wouldn't she? So wish Laura lived next door to me. She could make all these things for me, and then I could just sit and stroke. The inevitable white. There's a few bits of it. Might be cream, and I think that's chiffon as well. Again, that's a yeah. There's a metre of that. I seem to be collecting a lot of this because I think you pretty much get a bit of that in every parcel. I've looked at other people's, they seem to have that. And that's not the same. Now the first one was quite smooth and this one's got a bit of texture to it. Again, it's a chunk of chiffony white stuff, or maybe cream. Big chunk, very big chunk. So far, apart from the black and white flowers at the start, don't think there was any stretch to anything there. Yeah, that's a metre. There's a metre. So and I have white. It's got a bit of a sheen to this. I don't know what it is. Oh, 2 bits of it in fact. I'm not even going to open it up and see how much. They're that size. It's probably getting on for a metre in those. Didn't I have that before? I think I told them last time I wasn't keen. See? She doesn't like it, we'll send her that one. Because there's a lot of that this time. Big load of that. This is pretty. It's green with sort of, it's got a pattern, but I don't know what the pattern is. I thought at first it might be feathers, but it's not. It's sort of wavy lines. I like it a lot. I wonder if this is Georgette, because it's not as thin as chiffon, but it's wavy. I'm starting to learn the different fabrics. It does have a sort of polyester feel though. It's shiny, smooth. It is see-through. I think you can probably see my hand through there. You can definitely see that through it, can't you? So that is see-through. There's a nice big piece of that again. Yeah, that's 2 metres. If I was thin, I could make a dress out of 2 metres, couldn't I? This is pretty. That is lovely, isn't it? I wonder if those creases would ever iron out. Again, possibly Georgette. It's the same sort of fabric as that green stuff. Floaty, no stretch, see-through, but not completely see-through. But very pretty. Oh, I've got some more J-clothy fabric. It's not really. It looks like I can't think. It's like dots all over it. I don't think you've seen the colour of any of these. That's yellow. It's not a lemony yellow, it's an orangey yellow, pale orangey yellow. No stretch, see-through, and it feels, it wouldn't bother any of you, but that would be scratchy on me. I couldn't wear that on my arms. There's a good chunk of it again. Yeah, I would say there's over a metre of that, but there isn't 2 metres. This is really pretty. That's a piece of polyester, I think. I'd say there's a metre of that. It's lovely and floaty. No stretch. Colours I love. I don't think a metre is big enough to really make anything for me, but that's going to make a really pretty little dress for my granddaughter. My daughter loves burgundy, so she will love that. I've said love a lot, haven't I? I'm a loving person. I've had this before as well, and I haven't used it for anything. Very thin and floaty. It's got a kind of a lines pattern going that way, embossed lines going that way. There's no stretch to it. Huge chunk of that again. I'm not entirely sure what to do with anything in this colour, because I'd look like a polar bear if I wore anything like this. That's a good 2 metres of that. But yeah, I don't do sort of white. Not attractive on me. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty flowers again. We've got a metre of that, because that's doubled. Maybe polyester, feels shiny, it's floaty, no stretch. Yeah, again, probably not big enough for me, but it'll make a lovely dress for my granddaughter. And I think my daughter will like that, she loves flowers. My goodness, this is very exciting. Again, no stretch. I would say polyester. It's quite thin, but I think it'll be okay for something gathered. I think that will be okay. It would be a Princess Diana look if you didn't gather the skirt. But I like that very much. And that is 2 metres. So 2 metres is pretty pink, with turquoisey flowers on it. So yeah, I can't see myself making something out of that. Actually, I can't. No, I mean, be honest. I can't see myself making anything out of anything, but I can see myself desiring something made out of that. I don't know where to go next. It's all really exciting. This is the Aztec print cotton, but I've had a couple of bits in the pinky version. I love this fabric. I just wish it wasn't cotton. That is, that's about 1.5 meters of that. Nothing against cotton, except that you have to iron it. I really hate ironing. Fuchsia, no stretch, feels silky satiny. I think it's too thick for chiffon. I guess it's some sort of polyester. It would be see-through. I don't think I would wear anything in that colour. I don't even think I'd make scarves with it because it'd be very difficult to match up with other colours. But it is nice. For somebody who likes that colour, it's nice, and there's 2 meters of it. At some point I'm going to have to pack up all the stuff that I know I'll never use, shove it in a box and send somebody else a mystery box. I have somebody's address. I'm so evil. Pink and white zigzag lines. And this is Riley Blake Designs Pattern C400. Oh, I can't read what that says. By RBD Designers 2012. All rights reserved. Wow. Swanky material. Again, I think it's cotton. I would imagine if it's that posh, it's going to be cotton. I would say there's 1.5 meters of that. I mean, these are all full width bits of fabric, so they are very good. Oh, it does have it has a teeny flaw in it. Can you see? Eye holes. More zigzags, green and whites. No stretch, it feels like polyester. It's nice. Yeah. Not sure what I would do with it. I'd have to look and see if it would make a nice dress or anything. And there's 2 meters of it. So most of these bits are big enough to make the dress, which, as you know, is what I mostly make. Oh, where do I go next? Now, this is a very weird fabric. It's crispy. It's got a feel of interfacing, but I don't think it is interfacing. Although it might be, who knows? Does interfacing have a selvage on it? I don't think it does, so that kind of puts that idea out. But it actually feels like interfacing. It's got the same sort of texture to it. It's shiny and it's got a big turquoise splodge on it. There's 2 meters of that. That is a definite, that is a mystery. This is why they're called mystery bundles, because sometimes you just have no idea. That sort of textured polyester or maybe Georgette floaty. For those of you who remember crimpling, it's got the feel of crimpling, but much thinner, obviously completely see-through. It looks like a sort of pale bluey grey. Very pretty colour, and you could make scarves with that. Oh, you'd make lots of scarves with it because there's a lot of it there. There's, yeah, I'm guessing 2 meters of that as well, 1.5 meters to 2 meters. Some lovely, lovely, lovely stripy polyester here. It's navy, pink and white. And I, yeah, like that. Oh, that one, very floaty. Yeah, it's not super thick, but I don't think it would need to be lined. There's a bit of a mark on it there. And there's one, two, oh, that's 4 metres nearly. I think the one earlier on that I said was 2 metres might have been 4 metres as well, because I just realised I had doubled when I measured it. Yeah, so that's nearly 4 metres of that. That's super. It feels really nice. I'm going to do a Laura. You can't see me doing it, but I'm rubbing it on my face, and actually it just feels delightful. And for me, it's more putting it on the arms. It feels cold. It's lovely. Fabric that feels cold is always good, isn't it? That's going to be lovely to put on if I ever get around to making something. Oh, I don't know where to go next. I'm going to go with this one because I'm baffled by it. It's plain navy. What I'm holding in my hand feels very heavy. It's thick. Can you hear it? Oh, I wonder if that's taffeta, because it makes a noise. And I think taffeta makes a noise. Yeah. I mean, it's plain navy. What can you say? There's definitely no stretch to it. It feels like it's a fairly big piece. This time I will remember that I'm measuring it doubled. If I can find the edge. That's 3 to 4 metres of that. That's bad. I need to know what you would do with that. If it is taffeta, what do I do with taffeta? Please. That's Georgette, I think, because it's quite thin, floaty, no stretch. It's got lines in the pattern going this way, and it's got a sheen to it. I don't know if you can see the sheen. I think you probably can. Again, a big piece. Somebody told me last time how to get the sticky marks off if they put sellotape or labels on, and I've forgotten what you told me. So maybe you tell me again, please. And this one is, there's 3 metres of this, I think. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I'd say that's about 3 metres. Oh, woo. Woo, woo. Oh, okay. Yeah, seem to 2 pieces of that. I'm guessing it's chiffon. You can see right through it. It's really pretty. Chiffon. You'd make a hell of a lot of scarves with the amount of this I've got. So this piece here I think is bigger, and it appears to be about 4 metres. There's a nice sheen to that. I'm not entirely sure they're the same colour. No, this one's dirty. That's what it is. It's not a very different colour. That might have had coffee spilt on it. I love my fabric to smell of coffee though, as you know. That was a joke. And this piece, so that bit was about 4 metres. And this piece, oh goodness, is another 3 metres. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. No idea what I'd do with it because it's chiffon, you know, just, I don't know. I think you have to make those sort of floaty tops to put over camisoles, don't you? That'd be a skill I'll have to learn. How shiny is that? Can you see Look at that. I almost want to make myself a little cushion that I can just... Oh, it's beautiful. Just want to rub that. I don't think I could hurt this by cutting it ever. Really floaty, totally see-through, really shiny front, plain back. I don't know if that's silk. Do they have silk? It feels so lovely. It feels totally different to anything else I've felt before. I think that might even be silk. And I've got maybe a metre and a half. That is just so tactile. This is a definite stroker. I'm in awe over that. I'm going to take this one out now because it's plain and boring. It's grey polyester. You'd get an awful lot of underwear out of this because it's a big piece. But I guess I might try and cut up a camisole and then make a camisole and see what happens. Because I guess once you've made one, you know what you're doing, don't you? Well, let's say that. This is nice. It is nice. And it's... I'm guessing that's going to be 4 metres. It seems very long. Very floaty. Very, very floaty. Difficult to fold. Okay, this one's got a mark on it, but it's a big piece. It's a lovely colour, sort of mustardy yellow with white thingies on it. It's... oh, that feels fab. I'm guessing polyester. No stretch. It's not the stretch polyester. I don't know what to say about it because I just love it. Love the feel of it. Love the look of it. Love the weight of it. Love the fact that it's a huge chunk of it. Let's have a look what size my chunk is. Okay, so that is 4 metres. Oh yeah, that one excites me a lot. I'm excited by fabric. Oh, look at this. This is a sort of fabric I would never ever pick. I wouldn't buy this. So I actually really like when you get something like this in a parcel. It's one of those ones that's got a border, which I'm guessing is on both sides. Yeah, there's a border on both sides. And then this lovely little pattern in the middle. It's fab shade of green. Shiny, silky, feels gorgeous. That's the big pattern there. Do you know what? I think this looks brown to you, but it's not. It is the most beautiful green. Really, really deep green. And I'm, yeah, really thrilled with that. I don't know how you make things with that double-ended fabric. So that would be fun. I said don't know how. I know people again have explained that to me before about how you have to cut carefully. I'd have to think that through. This is 3 metres. Love that one. Oh my goodness. There's still a lot in here. This is the one I had earlier that I said would be enough to make my granddaughter a dress. Do you know what? It's going to be grandmother and granddaughter day because I'm going to make myself a dress with it too. Unless my daughter would like one. That would be so cute to see them both dressed the same, wouldn't it? That's, I don't think it's quite 4 metres, but I think maybe it's definitely 3 metres. It's not long enough to be 4 metres. But that, it feels fab. It is polyester. It does feel fab. It's not see-through, and yeah, that one excites me as well. Is this the one that went out this week? Was this new? Is that one of the new ones? I think it was. Lovely. Polyester. Nice shade of pink. And it is... There's 2 metres of that. So again, it's doable. I need to learn to make tops, because that's big enough for a top. It's not big enough for a dress. And if I could make tops and a skirt and a pair of trousers, I'd be well away, wouldn't I? Believe it or not, this was in my basket one stage, and I took it out because I saw something I preferred, but I actually did like this. It's grey, it says 2 3/4, so I'm guessing that's what the length is. I won't have to pull it out to measure it. It's really floaty. I love floaty. Feels fab. It's not, it actually has a little bit of texture to it, which is quite nice. So it's not the really shiny stuff, so it changes a bit of texture to that. And yeah, I'm well happy about that one. Oh, I'm going to go for it. Pink floral sweatshirt fabric. I know somebody who ordered this week. She's ordered this, and I couldn't even find it on the website. It wasn't on the website because it was in my box. But how pretty is that? And that is a metre. So sadly not big enough to make anything for me. But a metre is a metre. You can make a lot with a metre, can't you? I'm nearly there. 2 eyes. I'm going to leave that one because it's stunning in one way or another. Pretty floral stuff. It's floaty, not stretch. Polyester, I'm thinking. It's doubled there. Yeah, it's quite thin. But I think because of the very dark background, it's probably safe to wear unlined. And a nice big chunk of that, let me tell you. Right, so this is doubled. So yeah, that's going to be 4 metres. It's fab, absolutely fab. I'm so glad I spent £30 on this. Goodness. Look at this. I don't think I've seen this one before. Have anybody seen this one? Again, it's a nice, very, very floaty. That's doubled. Look how floaty it is. I can't find the end of there. Let's flip it over. So you can see it's really, really floaty. Floaty is my new word. Floaty. Floaty. Can you see through it? I don't think you can. I don't think you see through that. A beautiful dress there. Need to watch and make sure, and I don't think the pattern goes a particular way, so that's okay. And I'm guessing that's 4 metres. It's a really big chunk. I'm not going to measure it. I can tell from the weight that's 4 metres. If not, it's 3, but it's definitely, it's a good chunk there. I think this is some of the new stuff as well, isn't it? Pretty sure that came up this week. Let's find an end so I can show you how floaty this one is. Floaty, floaty, floaty. Can't find the end, but here, look. Floaty. That might be see-through, but it's dark, so it might be okay. Yeah, another big chunk of that. Trouble with these is when I open them out, I can never fold them again, and that makes me really sad. Because when they're floaty and shiny and slippery, they're really difficult to fold. There's 4 metres of that. Missed out on this one this week. It says 2.5 on it, so I think I can safely assume there's 2.5 metres of this. It's the polyester that went out in the new stuff this week. It is lovely. I know quite a lot of you already got this. So again, floaty. And just show you how floaty it is. How many times have I said floaty? I'm not going to go back and count. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. And it was in my basket and one of you nicked it, so I got it. I'm guessing it's folded the right way. Trying to work out how much of this there is. Oh, I had a label on it, didn't it? That said 2.5. Was this the one? Oh. So there's enough to make a dress. I think it did say 2.5 on it. I'm nearly there now. This is the same as the grey. That says 2.25 on it. It's nice when they put a label on it, isn't it? It's sort of, I think it's chocolatey brown. It's quite nice. Brown isn't really my colour. I love the grey one. But it's nice fabric. And apparently 2.25 metres. Did you know that 2.25 pounds of jam weighs about 1 kilogram? That's an interesting fact for you all, in case you didn't already know it. This one says 1 3/4. Oh, thanks for putting the labels on. Again, it's a polyester, and it's pretty, and it's floaty, and I'm trying to see if it's going to be see-through, because I think it might be. Probably okay. Feels lovely. I love the feel of that shiny, silky sort of satiny polyester. This is the one I kept to last because, well, why wouldn't you? That is so outrageous. It's fab. It's not shiny and it's not stretchy. It is see-through. It's probably a polyester, I think, although it might be a polycotton, because honestly I'm rubbish. I don't know, that one's baffled me. Maybe somebody's had this and they can tell me what it is. It's just something about the grain is not the same as the polyesters. I think it might be polycotton, because I can see the weave marks, if that makes sense. Huge piece of this. I don't think there's a label on this one, so I'll just guesstimate on this as well. And I guesstimate that this is 3 metres. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to turn the camera off so you've got something pretty to look at. I really hope you've enjoyed this unboxing as much as I have. I know I'm not quite as excitable as Laura, but I'm old. I'll take some photos for those people who don't like videos.